If you're looking to rank #1 on Google with your event rental business, you're serious about building long-term visibility, and you're willing to put in the work, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 4 key points to SEO that you need to know for your business to start ranking. Now, the first thing that I'm going to go over is your website structure itself. Your website setup is extremely important when it comes to being able to rank on Google. You want to have a lot of pages, and I'm probably not emphasizing that enough, honestly. You want to have a ton, because the more pages you have, the more links you have, the more Google will be able to push out your website. Have you ever seen those business websites that only really have one landing page and you can't really navigate anywhere else? Well, that is a poor website. You do not want that for your business if your long-term goal is growth. First, I'm going to be covering the basic pages you should have. So you should have your home page, a review page, a FAQ page, your policies pages, your warehouse location page, galleries, blog posts, a career page. The more you have, the better. And you just want to make sure that your website is well-rounded so that if anyone wants to navigate anywhere, they're able to. Now, on top of your primary pages, you are also going to have these individual, more niche pages, right? And the first of that is going to be your category pages. Every single category is going to need its own page. This goes for your individual product pages as well. So every single product, every single item that you have on your inventory, you're going to want that to be its own separate page. And maybe in that page, you'll have more details about it in terms of height, width, if setup is necessary, whatever it is, you just want more pages like I mentioned. Something that I see a lot of, and this is a lot true for more commerce sites or more sites that don't have a lot of pages, is that you do have a catalog page, right? But that's really the only page you go to see your items, right? If you click on the item, it's not going to take you to a separate page. It's just going to add it onto your cart. And that's limiting your ability to create as many pages as you can. And something that I did forget to mention earlier was obviously the catalog page. So that should be one of your primary pages as well. Next, we are going to go into service location pages. So you want to make sure that you have a page for every single city around the area that you are servicing. So let's say that you are servicing DFW like we are. Well, we know DFW stands for Dallas, Fort Worth, right? So we're going to have an individual page for Dallas, for Fort Worth, and any cities in between that we are willing to cater to. Now, with Kelly Rentals, we would go to Oklahoma. We would drive out of state. So our service area is pretty vast. Now, I wouldn't say maybe put another state on there unless you want to, but the wider range of your service locations, the more pages you're just going to have. And this is going to help because if someone in a smaller city is searching up, let's say, event rentals in Midlothian, well, you're still popping up because you still have a page specifically for that location. And that's really going to help you with your conversions and help you beat your competitors. The next niche page you're going to want to have is your event type page. So what events do you actually cater to? Weddings, birthday parties, corporate events, whatever it is, just make a page for it. And this is just going to help you when people are searching up wedding rentals or maybe convention rentals or whatever it is, because then you'll still pop up. And I want to mention that whenever you are creating some of these individual pages, it's okay to mix and match as well. This is going to give you more variation and, like I mentioned, more pages. So use city-specific wording. For example, if you have an event page, maybe each of your event page will say wedding rentals in Dallas, Texas, wedding rentals in Fort Worth, Texas, wedding rentals in Midlothian, Texas. Whatever it is, like I mentioned, it's going to give you more pages, and that is so important. And lastly on here is your solution-based pages. And what a solution page basically is it is a page to help your customer solve a specific issue. So for example, let's say that your customer is having a backyard party, right? Maybe you will have a page specifically for that. And within that page, maybe you'll have recommended inventory items for that specific type of party. And so that way you're continuing to build pages, but also there is variation in these pages, because something that I want you to note that is so very important is that you need uniqueness in every single one of your pages. You cannot just duplicate the same information over on all of these different pages, because then Google will flag that as a duplicate link. And whenever it is flagged, you're going to drop in ranking. So remember, you're going to want unique photos on every single one of these pages, maybe even unique FAQs, meaning that maybe your hero page has all of the FAQs, maybe your wedding page will have FAQs specific to weddings, and so forth. This will keep the information on your website unique, and since you'll have different photos, Google is not going to take that as a duplication. Now, the next thing that we're going to get into is link building and authority. Credibility is extremely important on Google. They want to know that your business is real and that your business actually caters to people. That's why whenever you create a Google My Business page, you're having to go through all these verification processes, maybe even having to share your business license and so forth. And it holds the same whenever it comes to strictness with SEO. The more credible your business is, the more your website is going to be pushed. So for this, you are wanting to build backlinks, and you're going to want your business's link to be on as many websites as possible. Maybe you'll even create a Yelp account for your business so that your business's website is on that Yelp. You want your link to be on a list of business directories. If you are having any partnerships with any other businesses, if you have a preferred vendor, whatever it is, you want to make sure that they put your link on their website. And you could always offer the same vice versa so that they could help build their SEO as well. Whatever business directory you are able to find, you want to make sure that your link is up on there. I mean, it's not only Yelp. Think about Eventective as well. You know, these are different websites that you are able to share your business on, and that will really help you build your credibility. Now, on top of this, what you could also do is that you could join the Chamber of Commerce, and typically they have a directory for specific businesses in that area, and that will just help you get your link on that official site. And this will really help larger businesses benefit from authority signals, because the Chamber of Commerce is a government authority, so that will boost you even more. Now, I will say that this will cost you to be able to get up on there, so it's typically anywhere from around $50 to $550 to get your website on that directory. And this really just depends on the city you're in and how much your city individually charges for that. Now, with your link shared on multiple different sites, Google will now recognize you as a credible source, and that will just help you rank to #1. Now, the next point that I'm going to get into is going to be your content strategy. This is very important, just like SEO, because both of these items help keep you visible. And visibility is what's important for these type of inbound marketing strategies. Now, the first thing I want you to focus on is your blog posts. Because your blog posts are going to be on your website, that's going to give you the opportunity to just, like I mentioned, build more pages. And not only will you build more pages, but you're going to be able to target people that might not necessarily have been looking for event rentals, but might need event rentals and not know it. For these, there are two types of blog posts that I would focus on. And the first one is going to be your tutorial-based blog post. Think about it. Maybe a chair sash tie, a table napkin fold, how to set up a specific tablescape. These are going to be your evergreen type of content that people are always going to search up for as long as they are having events. The second type of blog post I would focus on is going to be your localized blog post. So this is going to be specific to the location that you are catering to on your specific website. So you could share things like best venues for a nice cityscape in Dallas or whatever it may be. This is going to help target your local audience, and since the people who are searching up these venues are going to host an event anyways, it'll just help them navigate into your business's website, which is important when you're trying to convert. Now, the next type of content you could do is also industry education content. And this is where you're really just teaching people. Maybe you're trying to show them what color combinations work best for a specific tone of event that they're going for. And lastly, under content strategy, if your customers are leaving reviews and they're asking questions, or maybe it's even on your social media and they're asking questions there, wherever you could find these questions at, you want to make sure that you're actively responding to each and every one. Your responsiveness and your activeness within your business and within your communication is going to help Google recognize you as an active business, and that'll help with your ranking. Now I've saved the most important for last, and this is your technical SEO. You're going to want to use Google Search Console to submit your sitemap on Google and Bing. And sitemap is something that you should already have built into your website or your software. And if your website or software doesn't actually offer that, then you are going to lose in the long run. So if you don't have that, please find another provider, because this is going to be detrimental to your business. And for us and our software, we definitely have that, and we use More Pro. So if you are looking for a software, or maybe your software doesn't have sitemap, then please click the link in the description below for a free demo of our More Pro software today. It'll have everything that you need, from building your SEO, building your marketing, and anything and everything else. We built it specifically for our business, so businesses like yours could run as well. Now, continuing with sitemap and why this really matters at all. Well, whenever you submit your stuff to Google Search Console, it helps Google and search engines index your pages properly. And indexing is extremely important because that's what keeps you visible on the search engines. If Google or Bing doesn't index your page, then you're not going to show up at all for any search results. So it doesn't matter how good your SEO is, or if you followed all of the steps within this video, if there's no indexing, there's going to be no rankings, no traffic, and no leads. So you want to make sure that you do this. This is non-negotiable. If you want to rank at all or have any search engine optimization done, then you're going to need to do this. All right, now I mentioned at the beginning of this video that SEO is a long-term strategy, and the timeline expectation for this to actually get meaningful results, I would say, is approximately 6 months. Now, I said meaningful results, right? I'm not saying that you're not going to get any leads in the meantime, but if you actually want to start ranking and getting up there, I would say that's approximately the time that it's going to take. However, I will mention that you could help expedite this process and have it move faster if you're actually being aggressive with your link building, as well as if you have a strong structure with your website pages. You need to know that SEO works, but it takes compounding over time. And once this is fully built out and you're able to rank, that's whenever you're going to see the most growth with your business, because SEO is free. You're not paying for any ads, so as long as you're visible on there, this would basically be free marketing for your business. Now, if you like this video and would like to see more like it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so we could bring you more videos like this. And if you're an event rental business looking to start, grow, or expand their event rental company, please click the link in the description below for a free copy of our ultimate checklist today. It's completely free, so you're not losing anything.